old is the Bridge Center?
About 60 years, I think. At some point, I'll get, enough experience to that muddling through.
So how does your wife like you being gone every Sunday night?
Not her favorite thing. I was a life master of bridge before I got married.
Friday night.
What's up with us?
She said that we want to know if she plays. They guess
Never will.
all the time.
Not gonna happen. Thrilled to see so many people here today on what's a really nice day outside. We have a fun lesson for you today. We're going to be talking about lesson 3, rebids by opener and responder. Before we dig in, as luck would have it, I have a joke for you. Fellow walks into a bar, sits down, and the fellow next to him says, "Oh, I have Superman." The guy looks over and says, "Superman? What's that?" "Well, let me show you." So the bartender brings the fellow a drink, and he drinks it down, goes outside, climbs up to the roof, jumps off the roof, floats back up to the roof. The guy says, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I gotta try that." So the guy says, "I'm gonna have a Superman." The bartender pours him a drink. Drinks the drink, walks up to the roof, jumps off. Splat. And bartender turns to the first fellow and says, "Superman, you sure are a mean drunk." Okay, I'll explain it to you later, Paul. All right, just a reminder, we're being videotaped today, so no one can see you, but if you ask a question, then we will have your voice on tape. Now, how many of y'all were not here last week? Oh my goodness. Oh, hi, Paul. All right. Well, for their benefit and their benefit only, we're going to do a little bit of review. Good. Yeah. All right. I have opened 1 spade. What do you know about my hand?
You have 5.
Okay, I've got at least 5 spades. What else?
13 points.
Maybe.
12 to 19 or so points. Okay, so I have an opening hand with 5 spades. I open 1 diamond. What do you know about my hand? Okay. Okay, same thing. I have an opening hand. 12 to 19 points. When I open one of a suit, 12 to 19 points. Could be 11, could be a shapely 11, but we'll call it 12. Okay, 12 to 19 points. And when I open a diamond, I couldn't open a no trump, and I couldn't open one of a major. Okay, and my diamonds are at least as long as my clubs. Okay. I tend to have 4 diamonds. Could have more. The only time I'm going to have 3 diamonds, actually, who can tell me this? When is the only holding I'm going to have that has 3 diamonds?
When it has 2 clubs?
Okay, when I have 2 clubs and 3 diamonds and 4 in the majors. That's the only time I'm going to open 1 diamond on a 3-card suit. Okay. Questions so far? All right, I open 1 diamond, the next person passes, and the next person passes all night long. And my partner says, 1 no trump. What do I know about his hand?
6 points.
6 to 10.
Okay, he has defined his range. Anytime I bid no trump or bid a suit that's been bid before, I'm defining my range. Now this particular range is 6 to 10, shows a minimum hand. If I bid 2 no trump, that'll be 11 or 12. Okay, and if I bid 3 no trump, I've got 13 to 15 points. Now each one of those bids denies a 4-card major. Okay? Because if I have this hand, and this would be a good time for a review. We're going to have a conversation about our bridge hands. So we're going to describe our hands to each other, and we are trying to find out 2 things. Okay? The first thing is, do we have enough points to fulfill a game contract? Game contracts are 3 no trump or 4 of a major. 5 of a minor is also a game contract, but we don't tend to look to play in that. Okay, the second thing we're going to try to figure out is, do we have, between the 2 of us, 8 cards in a major suit? Okay, so if I have 5 and you have 3, we have an 8-card fit. If we have 8, then that means the opponents only have 5. That tends to be a trump suit where we can expect to take at least one more trick playing in that suit than we could in no trump. Now, there's one other rule that we need to think about. I need to keep bidding until I am certain that our side does not have enough points for game. I need to keep bidding until I am certain that our side does not have enough points for game. Okay, and the only time I'm going to know that is when my partner has limited his hand. Questions, comments? So let's look at this fine hand. How many high card points?
9.
I've got a 9 count. My partner's opened a diamond, the next person's passed. My bid with this hand is
1 heart.
1 heart. I've got a 4-card major. Okay, do we have enough points for game?
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet. Okay? When I change suits, I'm promising you a minimum amount worth of stuff. Changing suits at the 1 level is 6 points. Okay? So I've got at least 6 points, and I've got at least 4 hearts. Now I'm going to make a change. How many high card points? 13. Do we have enough points for game?
Yes.
We do. Okay, so what do I bid with this hand?
2 hearts.
1 heart. Okay? See, I already know we have enough points for game. I will not let the bidding die until we get to game, but all I need to do on my first bids are about shape. Partner, I have at least 6 points and at least 4 hearts. Bid something. And when my partner bids something other than pass, I'm going to put us in a game contract depending on whether we have an 8-card major suit fit or not. Does that make some sense? Mm-hmm. Any questions?
So not time to beat your chest here.
No, this isn't a deal with me bid. This is a please come into our auction if you care, because I enjoy punishing people that come into our auctions when we both have opening hands. No, I'm going slow because we have a game going hand. I'm just trying to figure out where we belong. Okay? Good question. Other questions? All right. Now, today we are going to talk about what happens after this auction. I open a diamond, the next person passes because that's what they do this week, and my partner bids a spade, and the next person passes because that's what he does this week. Okay? So 1 diamond pass, 1 spade pass. First of all, do we have enough points for game? Let's say this is my hand. Oh my goodness, what a hand that is. Okay, how many high card points? 11. 11. Do we have enough points for game?
Probably.
Don't know.
Don't know. And because I don't know, am I allowed to pass?
No.
No, because my partner has not limited his hand. Okay, my partner has not limited his hand, so I am not allowed to pass.
Wait, because he didn't do no trump, which would have been the limit, right?
There are two ways I can limit my hand. I can limit my hand by bidding a suit that's already been bid, or I can limit my hand by bidding no trump. So let's look at this hand. 1 diamond pass, 2 diamonds. Has my partner limited his hand?
Yeah.
Yes. Do we have any interest in game?
Yes.
Game would be what?
Done.
5 diamonds? And my partner has 6 to 10 points? Yeah. Well, I guess if he had exactly, and I mean exactly, the right 6 to 10 points. And when I say exactly, I'm talking about the ace of clubs, the king of diamonds, and the king of hearts. If he had those 3 specific cards, yeah, I'd like our chances in a game contract. I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's one that I've learned over many, many years. Your partner will never have exactly the 3 cards you need him to have. Okay? So while every once in a while you may be able to fulfill a game contract, realistically you don't have any interest in a game contract. Okay? If you don't have interest in a game contract and you're in a good fit, you have a great way to describe your hand to your partner.
Pass.
Pass expresses that. Partner, we're in a good fit. Don't have any interest in game. Wish me luck. And if the opponents get into the auction, then I may take another bid. But here, I can pass with a clear conscience. Does that make some sense?
But then do you play the game if it's not a game contract?
Oh yes. Anytime. Okay, this is bridge. You deal them out and you bid them, and after you bid them, what do? You play them. Okay. Now, if you're sitting at your kitchen table, by all means, my name's Ed Kinlaw. I don't play any contract that isn't a game contract. Okay. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But yeah, here you deal them, you bid them, and you play them. We even play 1-level contracts. Okay. Other questions? All right. So, I am opener. I'm going to segregate my hands into 3 categories. Okay? I've got minimum hands, I've got invitational hands, and I've got game-going hands. And these are all predicated on my partner showing a 6 count. Okay? My partner, 1 diamond pass, 1 spade. What does my partner have?
6 to 9.
He's got at least 6. He could have 6 to 30. He could have a 14 count. I don't know, but he's got at least 6. Don't want you to bid unless you got 6. So you got 6. Okay. So I'm going to segregate my hand into 3 categories. Minimum, I'm going to call it 12 to 15. Invitational, 16 to 18 and 19 plus. I have a 19 count. My partner has a 6 count. Sounds like 25. And how many do we need for game? 25. So to game we go. Okay, so 3 separate hands. Minimum, invitational, game going. Now, this is the most important part of this lesson. Okay? If you have a minimum hand, you need to bid it as though you have a minimum hand. Okay? I know it sounds simple, but still, if you got a minimum hand, you need to bid it as though you have a minimum hand. Now, I can make any bid through 2 of the suit that I opened, or I can raise your suit and not promise more than a minimum. Okay? So I open.
Ed, could you say that first one again?
Yes. The first one, what I can bid?
Yeah.
Okay. I've opened one diamond, my partner's bid one spade. Okay? I can make any bid through two of the suit that I open, or I can raise my partner's suit and not promise more than a minimum hand. Okay, so those bids are one no, two diamonds, two spades. Okay, these three bids, absolutely, positively, every single time, I have a minimum hand. Raising your suit cheaply, rebidding my suit cheaply, or bidding no trump cheaply. Code for I have a minimum hand. I do not have more than what I promised. I may only have a 12 count. Could have more than a 12 count, but I'm not promising you more than a 12 count. Okay? Now there's one other bid that that's between one diamond and two diamonds, and that bid is two clubs. Okay. So I could bid two clubs and not promise more than a minimum. So I've got this hand. Actually, the hand I put up there before. One diamond pass, one spade. Pass. And I say, I can't pass. I don't have a particularly good hand. If only there were a bid I could make that doesn't get my partner excited and describes my hand. Because if you have an 11 count, you really, really don't want your partner all that excited. Unless he has good reason to be. Okay? Now with this particular hand, I already bid diamonds. Okay? I can choose any of these bids with this 12 count. And when I say 12 count, just for people who actually count, I'm going to put a king up there. Okay? So, I've got a 12 count. I only have 4 allowable bids. Okay? One no trump, two diamonds, two spades, or two clubs. Okay? Any thoughts on this particular hand that has 5 diamonds and 5 clubs? 2 clubs. And then you say, if I'm bidding clubs, how does my partner know that I really have diamonds? Okay? Because I hear this question. I haven't really bid diamonds yet because all I did is open a diamond. Okay? Now my partner will, what's the word I'm looking for? Think. He'll think to himself, okay, my partner opened a diamond and I bid a spade, and then he bid 2 clubs. Well, he bid clubs, so he must have clubs. He's got to have at least 4 of them, but he didn't open a club, he opened a diamond. Aha! So he really has clubs, and he really has diamonds. He has an unbalanced hand with diamonds and clubs. Okay? Does that make some sense? And doesn't promise more than this minimum opening hand. Now I'm going to make a change. Still 12 points. So do I have a minimum hand?
Yes.
Yes. Can I pass?
No.
No, because my partner's changed suits. So, of these bids up here, which is the best description of this hand?
2 diamonds?
One no trump.
All right. Now, I'm going to make a change. And here's a good guideline for you. Okay? How many high card points?
16.
I've got a 16 count. How do I open this fine hand?
No trump.
I open it 1 no trump. Okay, I don't have no voids, no singletons, not more than 1 doubleton. If you have a handshake that would have opened 1 no trump if it were big enough, Okay, your rebid will tend to be one no trump if you don't have a fit for your partner. Okay, so take this ace away and turn it into an itty bitty. Okay, diamond, spade, no trump. Partner, I've got no trump shape. Okay, but I wasn't big enough to open a no trump. Now, there's one thing I should have led with. Okay. And you'll see this in movies on occasion. You know, next time lead with this. Okay, start by saying this. One diamond pass, one spade. How many spades does your partner have? 4. It's got 4. If you also have 4 spades, your next bid will be some number of spades. Tell your partner you have a fit. Okay, so the first bid, if I've got 4 of your spades, is going to be some number of spades. Now, let's see.
Excuse me, why would 2 spades? I mean, that's a minimal number to have. I don't understand how you can raise the spade.
Oh, I'm not. Good question. Thank you. I'm not raising spades with this hand because I like my partner. I'm going to look at my partner now and say, partner, I'm not going to raise your spades with 2 small unless you, like, have really irritated me. Or have opened 3 of them. Okay? So let's change it to this. All right. How many high card points? Oh, yuck.
But you would,
That's a rotten opening hand. Is it an opening hand? Yeah, it's 12 points. Yeah, I'm going to open it. I don't have to be proud of all my openers. So I'm going to open this hand diamond. My partner says a spade. My bid here is 2 spades. Partner, we got a fit. All I don't have necessarily any more than what I promised. I could have a 14 count and be balanced and bid 2 spades. Now.
wait.
Wait.
I don't know why you opened, I thought you had to have at least 4 cards to you were the opener in a minor.
Yep.
Now you have 3.
Yes, and this is a good time for review. The first thing I do when I look at a hand is say, is this an opening hand? Okay, with this particular hand, I'd say, I've got 12 points. Okay, 12 points, I'm going to open it unless there's a really good reason not to open it. I've got 12 points, I've got 8 cards on my 2 longest suits, I've got 2.5 quick tricks. It's not a great opening hand, but it's an opening hand. And then after I figure out this is an opening hand, I say, how do I open it? Can I open a major? No, because I don't have 5 of them. Can I open no trump? No, because I'm not big enough. And you can't open a no trump, you can't open in a major. What's left? A minor. You open your longest one. Okay, so here I'd open 1 diamond.
So it doesn't require 4.
It does. I usually have 4, but I don't require 4. When I open one of a minor, couldn't open a major, couldn't open no trump. My diamonds, or this minor is at least as long as the other. Okay. Could I just pass? Yes, I could. If I looked at this hand and said, you know, this is beneath my standards, I'm going to await further developments, I could pass. This is America. You are not forced to open hands that other people might open. It's what makes this a great game. Okay?
But 13 points is mandatory, isn't it?
13 points. Yeah, any ugly 13 count I'm going to tend to open. Even if it's queens and jacks, if I got a 13 count, I'm opening. All right, so now I'm going to make a change. How many high card points?
17.
I've got a 19 count. Okay, I open a diamond, my partner says a spade. Is life good?
Yeah.
Life is good. Now I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make this better.
Before you do that,
Before I do that, well, it's too late. I've already started the race. Go ahead.
Okay. Why would you have opened with a diamond?
Well, let's go through my checklist. Can I open a major?
No.
No, I don't have a 5-card major. Can I open no trump? Because one no trump is a very specific bid. When I play with my partner, I anticipate they're going to do something we like to call math. Okay? So when I open a no trump, partner, I got 15 to 17 points. No more, no less. So if I have some number other than that, I'm not going to open a no trump. Okay? So if I can't open no trump and I can't open a major, I'm going to open my longest minor, which here is a diamond. Now, getting to the question of the day. I've opened this hand of diamond and my partner says a spade. What do you think?
You say hallelujah.
Do we have enough points for game? So we do have enough points for game. Do we have an 8-card fit? So we have enough points for game and we have an 8-card fit. If only there were a bid I could make that told my partner, we have enough points for game in spades, and we have enough points for game, and we have an 8-card fit in spades.
4 spades.
4 spades expresses that excellently. I can actually write that down. Okay? 4 spades. 1 diamond past 1 spade past 4 spades. By the way, this is not. Remember a couple weeks ago we talked about the 5-card piece of crud hand with the side suit singleton? This thing? Okay, 4 points, 5 spades, 1 spade pass. And I said you can bid 4 spades with this. It's a very specific bid that says, I don't know what we can make, but if we can't make 4 spades, they might be able to make something. Okay? Well, that's a very different situation than 1 diamond, 1 spade, 4 spades. Okay? 1 diamond, 1 spade, 4 spades says, partner, you told me that you had 4 spades and 6 points. And if that's all you have, we have enough points for game, and we have an 8-card spade fit. So you're bringing 4 spades and 6 points to the party. I'm bringing the rest. Does that make some sense? Any questions?
How many points do you need for 2 no trump?
Okay. We'll work this in reverse. We're going to talk, his question was how many points you need for 2 no trump. I'm going to introduce you to something called the no trump ladder. And the first 2 parts you can fill out pretty simply. I've got 15 to 17 points. How do I, and balanced, how do I describe this hand as an opener? 1 no trump. Okay. Now I've got 20 to 21 and balanced. How do I describe this hand? 2 no trump. Okay. So I've got 2 ranges that I cannot show on my opening bid. The first is 12 to 14. The second is 18 to 19. Okay? We've already talked about the 12 to 14. That's one of a minor, pass, one of a major, pass, 1 no. Okay? I open, you bid at the 1 level, I bid 1 no trump. Partner, I'm balanced, I don't have 4 of your major, and I wasn't big enough to open a no trump. I got 12 to 14 points. Now, 2 no trumps going to be the same thing. I open a minor, my partner bids a major, and now I jump to 2 no trump. Okay? When I jump to 2 no trump, conceptually, partner, I was too big to open 1 no. I wasn't big enough to open 2 no. And by the way, I don't have 4 of your major. Because if I had 4 of your major, my first response would have been raising your major instead of rebidding 2 no trump. Does that make some sense? Any questions?
Is that only,
Yes, ma'am?
is that only after your partner bids a major?
No, it could also go club pass, diamond pass, 2 no. But when I open a minor, what do your partners tend to bid when you open a minor? A major. So I just put that up for illustrative purposes.
But can we assume that an opener on his second bid bids 2 no means 18 or 19 points?
If partner has responded, yes. Okay, because partner's showing 6. And again, with 19, I tend to want to be in game, opposite of 6 count. However, I'm going to tell you something important. I do that a lot. If I've got 13 points and you have 12 points, we've got all kinds of transportation between the two sides. Okay, if I have 19 points and you have 6 points, it's going to be a lot tougher for me to get to your hand, to lead up to my hand. So 12 opposite 13 plays a lot better than 19 opposite 6. Doesn't mean I don't want to be there, just means I might have more difficulty playing the hand. Yes, ma'am?
Can you just go over that part again about the 18 to 19 points?
Sure. Conceptually, I open a no trump, 15 to 17. I open 2 no trump, 20 to 21. I open, you respond, and I jump to 2 no trump. I was too big to open 1 no, not big enough to open 2 no. So 1 diamond pass, 1 spade pass, 2 no. Okay, 1 of a minor pass, 1 of a major pass, 2 no. Okay. Questions, comments? Yeah. So, let's look at game going hands. Okay? I wrote this one up here first. Diamond, spade, 4 spades says I want to be in game and we have a 5th. Who can give me another bid that I could make that says, partner, I absolutely, positively, every single time want to be in game?
3 spades.
3 spades would actually fit on the invitational hand. Okay? Diamond, spade, 2 spades is minimum. Diamond, spade, 3 spades is invitational. Diamond, spade, 4 spades is I want to be in game. So 3 spades is invitational. And a good guideline, anytime I bid a suit that's already been bid, I've limited my hand. Okay? Anytime I bid a suit that's already been bid, it's just like bidding no trump. I've limited my hand. If I'm bidding that suit at 1 below game, it shows an invitational hand. If I'm bidding that hand cheaply, it shows a minimum hand in general. Okay? Well, I've got one. It's called a jump shift. Now, who here hasn't played bridge for a while? Okay. So I am jumping, I'm doing a jump shift. And I'm being extra special fancy. I'm going to throw this out. I'm doing a jump shift. How are you going to know that I did a jump shift? What would that look like? Well, it would be changing suits. I would be shifting. And what's the other part?
Going up 2 levels.
Jumping. Okay? On occasion, there will be a bridge convention where the actual action you do describes the name of the convention. So with jump shift, I'm jumping and shifting. So 1 diamond, 1 spade, pass, 3 clubs. Partner, I really have diamonds, I really have clubs, and I really want to be in game opposite any 6-point piece of crud you have. Now, this is not a very common jump shift. A much more common jump shift is going to be 1 spade, pass, 1 no, pass, 3 hearts, where I'm bringing a major into the picture. or 2 majors in the picture here. Or 1 heart, pass, 1 spade, pass, 3 diamonds. Okay? Jumping and shifting. Partner, I really have the 2 suits that I'm betting, and I want to be in game. So I tend to have 5 of each of them. I tend to have a 19 to 20 count. Okay, I've got pictures looking back at me in both of my suits. Tend to have some shortness, because if I've got 2 5-card suits, by definition, I got some shortness somewhere. Okay? So a jump shift, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 3 clubs is going to look something like this.
Is that forcing?
Yes, because if I told you I wanted to be in game, then I don't want to hear pass out of your mouth until we get to game. So yes, when I say, partner, I want to be in game, that's code for don't stop bidding until we're in a game contract. Yes, ma'am.
Can I assume that any jump shift is an invitation to games?
No. A jump shift is not an invitation to game. A jump shift is a gilt-edged, we're going to game bid. It's not, I'm inviting you to game. It's not, if you have more than 6 points, I want to be in game. It's, I want to be in game. I want to be in game. Pass. During a game contract. So, diamond, spade, 3 clubs is going to look something like this. Oh my goodness, what a good hand. I've got a full-threaded 20 count with 5 diamonds and 5 clubs.
Why did you do 1 spade again?
Oh, I didn't. My partner. And when you open this hand, what is your partner going to bid every single time? A spade. Who knew? Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Before, when you had a minimum hand, you were allowed to say 2 clubs, even though that wasn't what you bid and it wasn't what your partner bid, because it was a lower suit than you opened.
Yep.
So the fact that this is a lower suit than you open doesn't matter.
Correct, because I'm jumping. Here I'm jumping. I'm not bidding 2 clubs, which I can do on a minimum hand. I'm jumping, which says absolutely positively want to be in game.
So the fact that it's clubs, which is lower than your original diamonds, doesn't slant it at all.
No, because I'm still jumping. Okay?
I know, but you're downshifting.
Well, I'm downshifting. And again, I'm always going to open, if I've got 2 5-card suits, I'm always going to open my higher ranking one. Okay? Because there's a couple of things we're trying to figure out. And my opening bid is about shape. So I open a diamond, partner, my diamonds are at least as long as my clubs. Okay? Diamond, spade, 3 clubs. Partner, I want to be in game. My diamonds are still at least as long as my clubs.
And with that hand, you wouldn't have opened like 2 no trumps?
Well, I got this itty-bitty spade, and I'm not balanced. I'm going to tend to treat my balanced hands like they're balanced, and their unbalanced hands like they're unbalanced. Now, I got to tell you, I occasionally play against players that will open hands like this 2 no trumps. I really enjoy playing against such players. Okay? Now, this is a jump shift. I'm going to make a change. All right, how many high card points?
13.
13. I open this hand of diamond. My partner says a spade. My next bid is?
2 diamonds.
2 diamonds.
Now, I do not need to bid diamonds again on this hand. I already told my partner I had diamonds. Okay? If I tell my partner that I have clubs, he will know that I have diamonds. Okay? Because I opened a diamond. So if I open a diamond and rebid clubs, I got them both. And my diamonds are at least as long as my clubs. Okay, so with this hand, I would bid 2 clubs. Now, gonna make a change because I can. No. How many high card points?
17.
I have a 17 count. Does this sound like a minimum hand, invitational hand, or a game going hand? Invitational hand. Okay. I open a diamond, my partner set a spade, and it's my bid. This is not intuitive. I'm going to give it to you. Your bid is 2 clubs. Because diamond, spade, 3 clubs is I absolutely positively want to be in game opposite any 6-point piece of crud you bid with. Okay? So diamond, spade, 2 clubs is I do not have enough to be in game opposite any 6-point piece of crud you bid with. I could have a minimum, or I could have an invitational hand. I've limited my hand, but I've got a wide range. All you know about my hand is I don't want to be in game opposite a 6 count. Does that make some sense? Because if I wanted to be in game, what would I bid?
4.
I would have done one of those jump shift thingies. I would have bid 3 clubs. Okay, was there a question?
I don't understand why you wouldn't have rebid your diamonds instead, as strong as they are.
Oh, because I've got 2 suits.
Not really.
Oh, I got a ace, 10, 5th. Yeah, that's really a suit. And if my partner has 4 itty-bitty clubs and 1 itty-bitty diamond, where do I want to play this hand? I want to play it in clubs. Okay, because I'm still not going to lose any diamonds playing in a club contract, and the diamonds will come in handy if we're playing in a club contract. Okay, so if you got 2 suits, mentioning your 2nd suit tends to be a good thing. Invite your partner to the party and let him help you get to the right contract. Yes, ma'am.
What would be the best fit for him to respond? Okay, you say 3 clubs, then what would you love him to have to respond to you?
8 spades. Diamond, spade, 2 clubs, 4 spades. That way I get to lay my hand down and my partner can play the hand. Actually, with this hand, I'll be bidding more than 4 spades. But yeah, if you have an 8-card fit and you're not no trumpy, then playing in any 8-card fit you got tends to be a good denomination. Okay, even if it's a minor. If it's a minor, I will see if no trump is a possible landing spot. But anytime we have an 8-card fit in a major, we're playing in that major. Questions, comments? Yes, ma'am.
If you didn't have that long club suit, would you rebid your diamonds?
It depends.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to rebid your diamonds so they know they're real.
Oh, well, anytime I bid and rebid a suit, I tend to have 6 of them. There are going to be exceptions, but they are rare. Okay? Anytime I bid and rebid a suit, I'm going to tend to have 6 of them.
Even if it's diamonds.
Even if it's diamond. So a 2 diamond bid. One diamond, 1 spade. 2 diamonds. Okay, so we've covered all our minimum hands. 1 no trump, 12 to 14 points after diamond, spade. Okay. Diamond, spade, 2 diamonds. I really have diamonds. I tend to have 6. Diamond, spade, 2 spades. I like your spades. Got a minimum hand. And diamond, spade, 2 clubs. I really have diamonds, and I have at least 4 clubs, and I could be minimum, could be invitation. Now, are you ready for the problem child?
Of course.
Because they come up. Go. This hand is not easy to bid. And I'm going to tell you a story while I put this hand up. I was playing against a woman that student, and the auction went 1 diamond, pass, 1 spade, pass, and she thought for a long time. And I looked at her and I said, you probably have a singleton spade, 4 hearts, 5 diamonds, 3 clubs, and a minimum hand. And she looked at me, her eyes got really big. She said, Dad, how in the world did you know that? Because that's the only hand you're going to have that's really going to give you a problem. Okay, because y'all know what these bids look like. Okay, so I've got this hand. It's a minimum hand, 13 points. So what am I limited to? I've got to pick one of these 4 bids. No trump, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, or 2 spades that best describes this hand. Okay? 2 spades would be silly. 2 clubs would be
Dangerous.
silly-ish. We'll just go with silly. 1 no trump would be, it would be right on values. Okay? Diamond, spade, no trump, and diamond, spade, 2 diamonds, both describe the same values, 12 to 14 points or so. Could have up to a 15 count for diamond, spade, 2 diamonds. Okay? So both of those bids will be right on values. Personally, I'm going to bid my balanced hands like they're balanced and my unbalanced hands like they're unbalanced. So with this hand, I've got a singleton. I'm not going to bid a no trump. Okay? And all that's left that makes sense is 2 diamonds. This is the only time I'm going to tend to rebid a 5-card diamond suit. Okay? Is if I have a 4-card heart suit and I have a minimum hand. Any other time, my diamond, spade, 2 diamond, I'm going to have 6 of them. Okay?
Please move us out of there.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay? This is a problem hand. I know people who have bid a no trump with this hand. I know people who have bid 2 diamonds with this hand. Personally, I'm a 2 diamond bidder. I can appreciate that 1 no trump might work out better on some occasions.
And why aren't you bidding your hearts?
Why am I not bidding my hearts? That is a great question. I will pay you later for that. Why am I not bidding my hearts? Because I'm a minimum. Okay? I only have 4 bids I can make with a minimum. I can't go, I'm going to consider 2 diamonds to be a barrier. I can't go past 2 diamonds unless I'm raising your suit, unless I have a bigger hand. Okay? And my hand isn't big enough to mention my 4-card heart suit. Now, how many of y'all think that y'all are going to be my first advanced class that I've ever taught in this?
Sure.
Any? Oh, absolutely. This is us. We are your first advanced class. I'm going to throw something out called a reverse. A reverse. Okay? Ordinarily, I got 2 5-card suits. I always open my higher ranking one, then rebid my lower ranking one. Okay? So I'm going to make a change. Now, before I talk about this, let's do some review. I open a diamond. My partner bids a spade. Does my partner tend to have 4 hearts?
Oh, no.
No, because if he had 4 hearts and 4 spades, his first bid would have been 1 heart. Okay? Has my partner promised me more than 6 points?
No.
No. So, I'm going to give you a puzzle. And you need to think about this before you answer. We do not have a fit We do not have more than half the points in the deck. Where do we want to play this hand?
Say it again, please.
We do not have a fit. We do not have more than half the high cards, half the high points in the deck. Where do we want to play the hand? As low as possible. Okay? As low as possible. So if I've got a rotten hand, I need to make a bid that slows the auction down. That's why I'm limiting myself to not going past 2 of the suit that I open unless I raise your suit. So, if I go past 2 of the suits that I open to bid a new suit, such as 2 hearts, I've got to have at least an invitational hand. Okay, it's called a reverse. It promises more cards in my lower ranking suit than my higher ranking suit. Promises at least an invitational hand because you haven't promised me more than a 6 count for your bid. And it says don't pass on this bid. Okay, you owe me another bid. Yes, ma'am.
What does reverse mean in the situation?
It's just, I think the reason they call it a reverse is because I'm reversing the usual order of the bids that I make. Usually I'm going to open my higher ranking suit and come back in my lower ranking suit. If I reverse those 2, then it's called a reverse. And if that's not the etymology of it, then I apologize. That's just the way I learned it. So, diamond, spade, 2 hearts. Okay? I've got more diamonds than hearts. I've got at least an invitational hand. And I don't want to hear you pass on this round. Can I take a break? As luck would have it, I can take a break. I'm getting thirsty. So we're going to take a little break. Be right back. Drink them if you got
It's really hard to use these. These are responsive. Or I need to.
Any of y'all overwhelmed?
I know you've got it all.
That's you're not. There are a couple of things.
Yeah, that's
There's one on, well, right before this. You have to bring a partner.
I think it will be.
I love y'all, but
Oh, you did?
Shady Grove, why? Shady Grove.
That's Joe and I.
All right. Let's bring it back. When I said a short break, what I really meant was a short break. Okay, and All right. Has anybody ever seen the movie Forrest Gump? Great movie, one of my favorites. Remember the scene where Forrest is up making a speech on the mall in Washington, and a fella from the military pulls out all the wires, and Forrest is talking, and you can't hear what he says, and somebody furiously starts putting the wires back, and he gets them all back, and Forrest says, "And that's all I'm going to say about that." Okay, I'm going to Forrest Gump you. I wanted to introduce you to the term reverse. Okay, I've got more cards in my lower ranking suit than my higher ranking suit. I've got at least an invitational hand. Don't pass. Okay, so if you do this, if you make a bid outside of your 4 I've got a minimum hand bids, you're showing extra value. Okay, just be cognizant of that. Does that make some sense?
What if your partner only had the 6 points? What's he supposed to do?
Not pass.
Still not pass.
Still not pass. Because when I say not pass, you know what I really mean? I really mean don't pass. Because, and I said when I'm going to Forrest Gump you. I could also have this. I've got a full-throated I want to be in game ups at any piece of crud you've got. Okay, so don't pass. That's still a good description of the hand. Diamond, spade, 2 hearts. I've got more diamonds than hearts. Okay, I've got at least an invitational hand. I don't want to hear you pass. All roads may lead to 3 no trump, but if my partner really has a diamond fit, 6 diamonds could be possible on this hand. All right. There are a couple bids up here that we haven't talked about yet. Actually, when I say that, not that many. Diamond, spade, 2 no trump. We've touched on this. Partner, I don't have 4 spades with you. I was too big to open 1 no, not big enough to open 2 no. I've got 18 to 19 points. Okay, now there's 1, and when I say, and conceptually a way to remember this, I can bid no trump cheaply, rebid my suit cheaply, or raise your suit cheaply with a minimum hand. If I jump in no trump, jump in your suit, or jump in my suit, I'm showing an invitational hand.
This is all for response. This is not for open.
This is I've opened the auction. You've responded. I'm now trying to describe my hand. Okay? No trump cheaply, raising your suit, rebidding, or raising your suit cheaply, rebidding my suit cheaply. I've got a minimum every single time. Jumping in no trump, jumping in your suit, jumping in my suit. I've got an invitational hand all the time. And when I'm making an invitation to you, what I'm saying is, partner, you promise me something. Okay, the something you promised me with your 1 spade bid is 4 spades and 6 points. Okay, and I'm inviting you to game if you have a little bit more than that. If that's all you got, I don't want to be in game. Because if I want to be in game opposite 6 points and 4 spades, I've got a bid to tell you that. Now, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 3 diamonds, or excuse me, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, I could have a problem hand. Okay, I could have that 5-card diamond suit where no other good bid fits. If it goes diamond, spade, 3 diamonds, I absolutely positively have 6 of them. Okay, I'm gonna have some pictures looking back at me in a good world. No.
It's a bionic hand.
Yes, it's a bionic hand. Thank you. So something like this: diamond, spade, 3 diamonds. Invitational, I got 6